And eventually we'll make our way back to this very spot for cake, and if you haven't had a chance to pick up your commemorative swag, you will have another chance to do that. We have our 50th anniversary
interpretive center, which in my view is one of the best interpretive centers the state parks has anywhere. And if you haven't seen it, you should go. Weekends, yeah?
Putting trails together. So we were building trails all over this place. We didn't have anybody's approval for that kind of stuff, but we did it anyway. And Diane kind of mentioned that. At the same time, there were a lot of things that we did with Jerry's approval. And I was the state park ranger. And I fortunately had the responsibility for taking care of this place. So I did spend lots of time here. And this was what my sole purpose in life, was taking care of the park. So many of you know me. Many of you have seen me over the years. And I don't know you by name, and I apologize for that. But the other thing that has happened is that we've seen a lot more people using this park than I first got here. When I first got here, we had to cross the creek and park, as Sandy said, and we used the town site as a parking area. After the flood and after a few other things, I decided to move the locked gate down a little bit farther and let people walk a little farther. And hopefully they'd see some things along the way that they don't see on driving by. So anyway, I spent lots of years here, and it's glad to be back.
And then turn it into something that's got economic value. So the shake maker goes in first, and he takes out the trees, usually goes in a couple of seasons, and then the saw log guys come in, and the fallers come in, and they're looking at trees again. And what they're looking for is the first 150 feet. We've got some stumps so we can actually demonstrate this on further up. But it's that straight grain redwood that they're looking for. When there's limbs, knots, twists, and that kind of stuff, the tree isn't as valuable. Redwood shatters. I mean, it'll just split into 1,000 pieces. So you need to drop it on something relatively soft, uphill if you're on a hillside, never downhill. In other words, you know, these trees would be dropped uphill because